Oh, Eric, 8 o'clock and we haven't had one single customer yet. That's your 5th tonight.
That's all right. If you put the money in the till, it'll look like 5 customers, won't it? I don't want George and Ada to think that just because we're looking after the pub, we're driving all their customers away.
Yes, but at this rate, I'm going to be broke and you're going to be flat on your face.
Come on, it's only brown ale. It's not absinthe. They give this to expectant mothers. And tell me, when was the last time that you saw me the worse for drink?
Saturday night.
I don't remember it.
No, well, you wouldn't, would you? But I remember it. You wanted to find a desert island somewhere and be a beachcomber.
Well, why should I be drunk to say that?
Well, you gave your shoes and socks away.
Come on. There's nothing missing in my wardrobe.
No, well, I managed to get your shoes back. I pretended the socks weren't yours.
Well, thank you. Those socks were a Christmas present.
Well, you don't have to wear them all the year round, do you?
Come on, Hat. Look, have a brown ale.
No, thank you. They give that to expectant mothers. Oh, well, I'll have a gin and tonic.
Good. And I'll have another brown ale. I don't mind taking the risk.
Oh.
You know what? If it's like this every night, how do you think George and Ada feel? I'll bet they take it in turns to pretend to be customers.
Well, judging by George's nose, I think Ada's missed a few turns.
Patoo, patoo, patoo. He'd do well on the back of a bicycle, he would, wouldn't he? When was the last time that this place was full?
I can tell you exactly when that was. VE night.
That's right.
Yes.
Oh, VE night.
Wasn't it marvellous? Remember, we were all here. The place was absolutely crowded. There were GIs and Aussies and Kiwis and, peace, goodwill.
I had my pocket picked.
That's right. So you did all your leave pay.
Yeah, nearly £3. Still, easy come.
Eric, wouldn't it be marvellous if when George and Ada got back here tonight, this place was full again?
Back to the old days.
Yes.
There'll be bluebirds over the white cliffs of Dover.
Oh, I remember that.
Tomorrow, just to wait and see. There'll be love and laughter
and peace
ever after. Tomorrow, when the world is free. The shepherd will tend his sheep, and the valleys will bloom again, and Jimmy will go to sleep in his own little room again. Good evening.
When Jimmy wakes up, tell him Arthur popped in.
Come back. Oh, Eric, we nearly had one then.
Well, I'm going out to get some people.
Where from?
Well, off the street.
Well, you can't just get anybody.
Well, I'll go to Harrods.
Oh, no, Eric, come back. You'll get into trouble speaking to straight... Hello, sailor, do you want a drink? Oh, never mind. He won't get anybody.
Good evening.
That was quick.
Well, I can shift when I want to.
No, I don't mean that. I mean, was there a chap outside asking if you wanted to drink?
Well, as a matter of fact, there was, but I went straight past him. Well, you have one, then you have a couple more, then you have a few more jars, you have a bit of supper. Before you know where you are, you're on holiday together in Mallorca.
Oh, is that how it's done? Well, if it wasn't Eric outside there, I'd be there. Well, what will you have?
A pound out the till.
A pound out of the till. Thank you. That...
No, just a joke. I'll have a Scotch, large Scotch.
A large Scotch, yes. I thought that was a funny order, a pound out
That's
of
gin. That's gin.
Oh, yes, so it is. I was just swigging the glass out.
You're You're new at this lark, aren't you?
There's not much passes you, is there? Yeah?
I'll have a couple of bottles of light ale.
And a couple of bottles of light ale. Thank you very much, sir. That will be, £6.24.
How much?
Well, oh, you see what I've done? What? Oh, I haven't, Ninny. I charged you for 2 bottles of whiskey and a double light ale.
They should make you Chancellor of the Exchequer.
Yes, they should, shouldn't they? Now, let me see. That's 68p, please.
68p. Book it down, will you?
Yes, right. 68. What's the name?
Harold Wilson.
Harold Wilson. How's Mary?
I'm not him. That's the other one.
Oh.
I'm the Canning Town Harold Wilson.
Oh.
People are always getting us mixed up, especially the post office. It was my birthday a couple of months ago. I ordered 2 crates of stout to celebrate. Never got them. He got them by mistake.
Oh, no. Did you get them back?
Oh, I shot round to Downing Street. Too late. 24 empties on the doorstep.
Oh, come on. They wouldn't have empties on the front doorstep.
Not on the front doorstep. Round the back. Although my crate's all right. There was a little note pinned on them. It said, send the bill to number 11. They're all in it, you see. Dennis Ely, he settles it, puts it down to government expenditure. Then he cops some monies on the empties and bungs it in his back pocket.
Oh, no. Do you really think they're all in it?
We're the ones that are in it, mate.
Yeah.
The poor taxpayer.
There you are, you see. Now it's just an ordinary family pub.
This is a hall of shame, a den of iniquity. Kindly allow me to leave.
No.
Oh, no, but you do have one for the road.
The road to ruin. Alcohol, my dear lady, is the curse of mankind. For over 30 years, I have been campaigning against the evils of drink.
Just my luck, out of 9 million people.
Get a grip on yourself and leave this house of sin.
House of sin? If there's been any sin, I've missed it.
In that glass before you, that's your sin.
No, that's my gin.
I implore you, dear lady, give it up before it's too late.
Too late? We've got another couple of hours yet.
Let me make one last entreaty. Be strong. Look this evil straight in the eye and then... Now, pour out another one. Pour out another one.
It's quite right, Hat. You killed that one with too much tonic.
Now, I want you to have the power to do the same.
Oh, no, I couldn't do that.
Yes,
No.
do as I did.
Do as he did. He's a nutcase.
Oh, well.
Mama, not at me.
Well, you said to do the same as he
Don't
did.
over your shoulder.
Oh, I'm
My dear friend, if only you had the courage to do the same.
Who hasn't?
Eric.
No, I've had enough of George of that there.
Now, sir, keep calm,
No,
sir.
I'm calm.
sir.
You're all going to have a drink. This one's on you. Oh, you friend. I'm sorry, Constable.
Well, I must say, Corky, that's one way of wetting your whistle.
Hello, Mr. Brown.
Hello.
How did you know we were here?
Well, you've only slipped it into your conversation about 100 times during the last week. Well, I must say you're very busy. There's more activity down at the mortuary.
We've just had a rush.
I know, I bumped into him as I was coming in. Well, mine hostess, as I'm here, I'll have a large gin and tonic, if I may.
Are you going to drink it?
Well, I'm not going to throw it over you.
Well, there's a lot of it about.
You know, there is a custom in Yugoslavia.
Ah, yes. That's mainly the Croats. But they do it with slivovitz.
Oh, terrible stuff. No wonder they don't drink it.
I've drunk it.
Yeah, look at the result.
Without wishing to draw attention to myself, and before you settle into this discussion about the merits of slivovs, may I inquire why you threw a pint of best bitter into my face?
Oh, no, Corky, it wasn't supposed to be thrown at you. It was supposed to be for that man who was just going out.
Oh, the little man in the bowler hat?
Yes.
Yes, you see, what happened is he threw a gin at me. Then Hat threw a gin at me.
I see. So you were going to throw the beer at him?
Yes.
Yes.
Doesn't he like gin?
No, it wasn't that. You see, he was a teetotaler.
Oh, teetotaler, I see, yes. He doesn't drink it, but he likes it externally, eh?
No. You see, I didn't know he was a teetotaler, and I brought him in here because we weren't getting any customers.
Well, I'm not surprised if that's the way you treat them.
Listen, we've got a good...
All right. I'll let you off with a caution this time, but do please try and remember this is not Yugoslavia, you know. Yeah. And don't worry about the lack of customers. This place hasn't been full since, oh, dear me.
V.E. night.
V night, yes, that's...
Oh,
of course, yes, you were here.
Yeah.
That's right.
And Hat was here.
Yes?
Because I shouldn't have been here, really.
Oh, come off it, Hat. You're the same age as me, and I used to come in before the war.
Well, if you're going to split hairs...
I was here, too.
Yes, of course.
Oh, of course you
Right,
were here,
you were.
Charlie. Yes, oh, what a night that was. I say, we shifted some stuff that night, didn't we, eh? Whiskey, gin, vodka. Oh, you remember, Charlie, don't you? Even you had a port and level.
Oh, I had my pocket picked.
That's right, you did, yes.
Didn't I?
Charlie, Charlie, do you remember that big American sergeant?
No need to bring that up.
Oh, Charlie was wearing the American's hat, and the American was wearing Charlie's bowler.
Well, I'd just been invalided out of the army.
You had flat feet.
But never mind what he had. He put his arm around this American sergeant and he said, from now on there'll be peace. Love will rule the world. We'll all live together in harmony. Then the American hit him with a chair.
If you must know, it was not an American sergeant, it was a Canadian sailor.
It wasn't. It was a sergeant
It
with
was,
3 stars.
it was a Canadian sailor. I should know. We still correspond.
He's right. You know, that American sergeant hit the Canadian sailor.
With a bottle.
No. Do you remember that? Do you remember that Russian admiral?
No. The Russians weren't over here then. No, that was Arthur Blatt, the commissionaire at the Roxy.
Yes, of course. Of course.
Yeah, that's right. He got hit with a bottle.
Yeah, but he went straight through the window.
First day of peace.
Happy days.
Well, at least this pub was full.
Oh, it was that, eh? What, that old till was going like the bells of St. Mary's.
It's rather sad, really, for George and Ada, isn't it? I mean, one carnival night, and then 30 years of emptiness.
Well, never mind poor old George. That's his own fault, you know. He borrows all over the place and he never pays back. That's why they don't come in. Here, listen, I'll tell you something. He owes me 50 quid.
Does he? Do you know, if this place was full like it was on VE night, one night, I'd pay your 50 quid back 10 times over. In any currency.
By jingo, I think you're right, you know. Hey, I say, I might just be able to drum up a bit of passing trade while I'm on me beat. Stand by the till.
Yeah, hey,
Yeah.
Corky.
Yeah.
I'm sorry about that.
Well, all right. Yeah.
Would you like the other half before you go?
No, thank you. I'm on duty. Yeah, but I tell you what you can do. Put a pint over there on the table by the window, will you? And I'll have it when I can.
Can do. We'll do that, Corky.
Cheerio, my son.
I didn't know that constables could afford to lend £50.
He's a very deep one, Corky.
Still waters.
Yes. That bike of his isn't a shoe, you know. Mr. Brown, it's rather funny you saying that you still write to that Canadian sailor, because I still write every week to that American sergeant.
Really?
Yes.
How is he?
Well, I don't know. I haven't heard from him since 1945.
Corky? By God, it must be. The only fella can shift it like that. Hat, same again.
All right.
Keep it going. We're having a rush over in that corner.
Are you?
By golly. Good evening, Squire. I must get that thing done. Same again.
Oh, thanks very much. Same again, please, miss.
Oh, very well. You haven't met one of our regulars, have you, Mr. Brown?
Don't really want to meet anybody.
This is Mr. Harold Wilson.
Good Lord. No, not Harold Wilson of Hoyton. I'm the Canning Town Harold Wilson. I was explaining to the lady.
Do you know that they sent his stout to Downing Street?
Yes, that's right, that's right. But conversely, I get some of his mail. I had a bill the other day from his tailor for 3 new suits.
I didn't know he had new suits.
Well, that's what it said on the bill. 3 new suits, 28 quid.
How much is that?
Now, Gandhi, now, he was a great leader. I doubt whether he spent more than 2 rupees on his personal appearance, and he had a following of 100 million.
Yes.
Yeah, don't put that around. You'll be stepping out of Downing Street in a bedsheet.
Well, they're not cheap, you know, Eric.
If the weather's fine, Mary, I think I'll sit on the pavement.
That's all right.
Ah, good evening.
Good evening. What will you have?
Pint of best, please.
Pint of best, yes.
Come far?
East India.
Ah. A fair blow, then. Down the Malacca Straits, down up through the Red Sea, round the Balearics and home.
East India dock.
Ah, not East India.
I'm a crane driver. I might look a bit silly driving a crane down the Red Sea, up the Malacca Straits and home. Even so, I reckon I could do it in the time it's taken her to get me a pint of beer.
Well, I'm looking for bottles marked best. I can't see it. Will you have a shanty?
Lady, these black truncheon-like objects is what you call pumps. And when you
We
pull
know what they're all about, Mark.
I was talking...
He's talking to your hatch.
Yes, I know, Eric, but George says that we weren't allowed to use his pumps.
Yes, but George isn't dangling in midair on the end of a king-size fish tippy.
No. Right.
Right.
What have you done now?
What have you done? You're on that long pump. Get on that pump for everything. Look at it. It's gone all over my shoe. Let have it. Look, get over there. She's new here. Now put your finger under the Leicester.
Lester?
Spigot. Leicester spigot.
Here
Give
are
it a glass. Right. Ah, she blows. I think the well's dried up. Would you like a drink while you're waiting?
Just forget it, will you? Give me 4 bottles.
Yes, right.
4 bottles.
4 bottles.
4 bottles.
Come here.
Give me the bottles, Hat.
No. I'll pour them. Otherwise, it might be closing time before the froth goes down.
Yeah, well, that'll be...
That'll be on the house.
Oh, we didn't take any money.
Would you care to join me?
Eh? Cheers.
Eric, I think he's Yugoslavian.
You seem to have started a new trend, Sykes.
Oh, I nearly wrote a Tito.
Well, there you are, sir.
Jeez, is this it?
Well,
wow.
It's not actually St. Paul's, sir, but this is where Christopher Wren used to have his dinner.
Yeah, but I want to see St. Paul's.
Oh, and you shall, sir. Yes, you shall. But first of all, I'll have to ascertain whether it's open or not, you see. I mean, being Thursday, it could be early closing, you see, and I wouldn't want you to go all that way and find the shutters up, you see. So I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll ring the Virgin, and meanwhile, why don't you have a drink in a nice old English pub?
Hey, Constable.
Yeah?
Somebody just poured a pint of beer all over me.
Oh, Gordon Bennett. Now, look, you'll have to stop doing this sort of thing, lad.
I'm the naughty boy. You want me to show you what I did?
Oh, thanks. I'm not dry from the first lot yet. Now, sit down and behave yourself.
Or else?
Or else there'll be trouble.
But I like trouble.
Lucky for you, I don't.
Scotch, please.
A scotch on the rocks.
No, I'll have it English style.
Oh.
Say, that policeman's a really great guy.
Oh, he is awfully nice.
Yeah.
And if anyone can get you into St. Paul's, he can.
Oh, yes. And if the front door's locked, a pound to the vicar right in the back of his cassock, and you've been to tradesman's entrance.
I sure would like to see it.
There you
Oh,
are.
and so you shall. Thank you.
Hey, that was a £5 note.
So it was. That'll be an extra 10p.
Geez, prices sure have gone up. My dad was here during the war.
Yeah,
and he said...
one moment. Has your father got a scar over his right eye?
No, at least I don't think he has.
Oh, come off it, Mr. Brown. I'm quite sure this young man's father is not the man who hit you over the head with the
Just
chair.
a minute. Has your pop got a wallet reminiscent of that?
Well, yeah, he has.
And has he got £3 in English pound notes in it with one of the corners turned down with the girl's telephone number on it?
What is this?
Well, was your father an American sergeant?
Sergeant? Ha, you'll love that. He was with the American Embassy in Grosvenor Square.
Oh, well, then it can't possibly. It's just that you reminded us of a friend.
Well, hardly a friend. Just one of our allies who happened to be... Can you smell chutney? Actually, you know, the last letter I had from Canada was... Am I in your way?
Oh, no, no. You are here first. I must form an orderly queue.
Oh, no, dear. No, please, come round here and tell me what would you like?
Thank you. May I have a second-class ticket to Birmingham, please?
A second... What did you say?
I would like to have a second-class ticket to Birmingham.
Well...
Hang on. I'll handle this. I speak a bit of the old chapati.
Here we go again. When were you last in India?
Well, for your information...
Oh, Eric, for goodness sake, not like the time you nearly joined the Bengal Lancers.
It was the Gurkhas.
The nearest you got to a Gurkha with a pickle jar.
Oh, please, lady. I understand the train will shortly...
Moment. I'm talking to the Mem Saab.
Certainly speaks the language. When did you go to India?
I don't have to go to India. I was 5 weeks in Wolverhampton. And I picked up a smattering of Urdu. Now then, this is pub. English pubbo, rubber-dub. Say, not stational, not... No, it's more...
I do not fully comprehend.
Yep.
First day in your country, policeman meet me. He tells me this is the place to buy my ticket.
Ah, policeman with specs.
Please?
Specs, bins, glasses.
Ah, yes, that's correct.
Ah, yes. Well, the ticket office, nicht geschlossen. It's not uvrit. Geschlafen is nachten till 11 o'clock.
Eric, we close at 11 o'clock.
The buffet does, but the ticket office... Would you like a drink while you're waiting?
Oh, thank you most kindly. Do you have Darjeeling tea?
No, we don't have tea, but we would be awfully
I'll tell you
pleased.
what, I'll get you a... What you want is a chotapeg.
Oh, no.
A buttered chotapeg. You're obviously from the uplands. Come on. There you are. Just a minute. Do you have money?
Oh,
English
yes.
money, not rupee.
Oh, plenty of.
Oh, lovely. Put it down there, old fruit, and we'll spin that out. How do you say, in Urdu, get one for yourself?
Get one for yourself?
Thank you very much. Would you... Very nice. Would you join our friend from the Orient?
I have a large gin and tonic.
Thank you. You see, your first day in our country and you've made 3 solid friends.
Hello.
Hello.
Driver, you've got no rear lights on.
Who hasn't?
You haven't. Go on, have a look.
Hey. There's nothing wrong with my rear lights.
Never mind your rear lights, Cocker. How long have you been driving on that flat tire, then?
How did that happen?
I don't know, but you'll be here for half an hour at least, you know. Your passengers aren't going to like that.
What can I do?
Well, yes, I've just remembered. There's a pub just round the corner. Now, that's your best bet.
Oh, thank you very much.
That's all right.
Right. The last stop on our mystery tour, ladies and gentlemen, is the pub round the corner.
How much did they charge you for that meal?
Now, don't start, Ada. It was too much, I'll tell you that.
And the film was lousy.
Well, at least we saw some people. That's more than we do every other night at that pub.
Yeah. I wonder how them two are making out.
If they've had 2 customers, I'll be surprised. That place ain't never been full since VE night.
Well, how's it going, Jack?
I'll be stiff for a week after this. Wasn't a puncture. Somebody stuck a matchstock in the aperture.
Oh, these kids today. They're a disgrace, aren't they?
Look, what I can't figure out is how you knew my rear lights were out.
Ah, I couldn't. That's the trick, you see. Now, there's a 30-mile speed limit around here, and if you hadn't been able to pull up by the time you reached me, that would prove that you were doing over 30.
If I couldn't have stopped, you'd have gone for a Burton.
Oh, there's danger in every job, lad, isn't there? You know, I remember once... Hey, hang on a minute.
What the devil's going on? The place is packed.
Right. It's 20 past 11. He left me locked up. Not if the law catches us.
If the law catches you.
Corky, how are you, mate? Here, what are you having? No, I forgot. We're closed.
Yes, it very well likely will be after this. And then I'll have no chance of getting my 50 quid back, will I, eh?
Well, I was just going to pay you this weekend, wasn't I, Ada?
Oh, this weekend. That's what you said last weekend, wasn't it? And the weekend before that, going back as far as the coronation.
Well, where am I going to lay my hands on 50 quid?
Well, there you are, George. That's the takings for tonight. £87.70p.
Oh, my God.
Oh, I say, things are looking up, George, aren't they? Hello, Martin.
Yeah.
Come on.
Oh, all right, then. There you are. There's your 50 quid.
Good lad. That's it.
Well, now, come along, ladies and gentlemen. Now, time, gentlemen, please.
Corky.
Gentlemen, please.
Now you've got all this money, how about one for the road?
Certainly, Charles. Set him up, Hank.
Yes, I will.
Good lad.
There we are.
There you are,
You know, you are a crafty one, Corky. Do you know, I got a feeling the minute you set your foot in that pub, you had your eyes on getting your 50 quid back, didn't you? Did you?
Now, listen. That's where you want it, up here, you know. Eh?
Cheers.
Cheers.
Constable, in front of witnesses, I'm going to report you for drinking after hours.
Hey, Charlie.
No, to Charlie me. Anyway, you owe me 20 quid.
When?
Last year, on holiday.
Ah, yes. Well, I was going to pay you that this week anyway. There you are.
That's where you want it, Corky. Well, can I give anyone a lift?
Constable, breathalyze that man.
Really, Sykes?
No, you've had 5 large ones to my knowledge, and you owe me 15 quid.
Well, I know, but...
Constable!
Oh, for heaven's sake!
It's up here you want it.
Thank you, Eric. It's in here I want it.